Alright, boys and girls! Sorry it's been so long, but this is a Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. It is another... Oh, hello, in case you don't know, I'm Scizorsome. Forgot to introduce myself, how very rude. But yeah, this is another postcom, guys. Just a brief update on the Wi-Fi battle situation. I know there haven't been many lately. We haven't brought back the layout, and we haven't had any live battles since the channel's been sort of reinstated. But let me just fill you in really quick. Wednesday, we are going to have a live battle. Wednesday, we are going to have a layout. We already have a layout, it needs to be sort of implemented and blah 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 and other stuff and things. And a few little touches here and there. But yeah, so basically, it's my birthday tomorrow, and I've been really busy the past week since I started the channel back up. And I got the new computer a few days before I started the channel back up, and I just haven't got to grips with everything yet. I'm still getting back into the sort of the swing of things, into my groove. So yeah, Wednesday's the day, guys. There's going to be a live battle, there's going to be a freaking layout, and it's going to be sweet, and we're going to have fun, and oh, freaking yeah. But in the meantime, here is another layoutless postcom for you guys, and it is against Josh, aka Squirtacular, who you will recognise from some previous battles, I'm sure, although he has gone by like 3 different monikers now. So I'm sure that the name may sound fresh to you, because I don't think you'll have seen him as Squirtacular on this channel anyway. But yeah, he's a great opponent, some great strategies, usually some really great teams as well. Like this one, for instance, he's using a frickin' Sunflora. A Sunflora, guys. It's like the lowest base stat total for any fully evolved Pokemon, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, he's got that on the team, and do you know, in his hands, that scares me. Straight up scares me. But anyway, so this was a nice mixed tier battle from my stream not last week, the week before. The Sunday before I started the channel back. I think I had a little bit more OU power than him, though. I had 2 and he had 1. Felt a little bad. But it's not all about that. You know, I've got like 3 UU, a couple of OU and an RU. He's got himself NU, I think RU, NU, NU, and OU. So his team is a lot lower in the tiering system in general than mine. And I felt kind of bad about that. But at the same time, he wasn't bothered at all. You know, he was cool with it. And, you know, they're sort of balanced. Anyway, I'm going to stop jibber-jabbering, guys. You can see what he's bringing. You can see what I'm bringing. You can kind of guess what strategies are going to go on here. I mean, we've got the Choice Scuff Gallade, as usual. Got the Heracross. You know what Heracross does. Alakazam with a Sash. We've got bulky, physically defensive Zapdos. We have got the Tricking Choice Specs Defogging Latios. And we've got the Resto Chesto Escavalier. As for Josh Meister, you'll have to wait and see exactly what sets he's bringing. But yeah, this is a nice battle, guys. It's a nice battle. It's not the longest battle in the world. It's definitely not mine and Josh's most intense battle. It's definitely not our longest, most to and fro battle. But Josh is issuing a challenge, and it was a challenge. You know, okay, here comes Guyver coming through first. Guyver is a great lead because he actually works quite well as a counter lead, except for Sash leads, of course. Sash status leads, Sash taunt leads, that sort of thing can be tricky. But because he's got basically the speed drop on almost anything he comes in on, you know, the common leads anyway, he can do some serious damage with an adamant close combat. As you can see there, now I know Sunflora is not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, but Shazam! You know, he thought he could safely switch it in. Nope. Choice Scarf, adamant close combat. It's powerful. We decided to switch out here because after those defensive drops, I'm not confident we can take this thing out in 1 hit. And after those defense drops, I'm also not confident that we really want to be taking a hit from this thing. Because there is always the chance with Josh that it could be physical. He goes for a Scald here. Doesn't get the burn. Happy birthday. But because we are slower and we did switch in on this thing, he does get a chance to get 2 off in a row. And now we get the burn. Now we are Resto Chesto, like I said, so that is not the end of the world. But seeing how much this Mega Horn does, this is not a favourable matchup, as they would have said back in the Stadium 2 days, I think, maybe even Coliseum, actually. And that Earth Power does a butt-ton, but I had a feeling that he might go for a Ground-type move, so I thought we'd stay in, scout him a little, soak up a bit of damage, you know, maybe get an idea of you know, if he was running Rocks or running Yawn, something like that, and then we could Resto Chesto, and we'd be absolutely fine. And now it is at this point that he goes for another Scald instead of an Earth Power. I think he predicted that we may switch out. But no, we stayed in, went for a Mega Horn, get a bit more damage off, but we get the Super Duper Mega Uber Crit and destroy his soul. I felt really bad about that because this thing was holding its own quite well. And it probably would have forced us to switch soon enough, I think, if we hadn't gotten the crit. This thing is Scary Sauce, however, because its poison typing can't do jack to us, but its fighting typing definitely can. And with Josh, I would not be surprised if it was Nasty Plot and Special, which would have done some serious damage to Jonas's ego. That's kind of funny. Now, you might think that going for the Psychic type move would be the best option here, but no sir. He has the Greninja, so I'm going to go for that nice and safe Draco Meteor. Choice specs, Draco Meteor. Sorry Greninja, but you're not taking that, buddy. That is going to be a one-hit KO! I kind of feel bad because Greninja is such an awesome Pokemon, and I don't know. It can really swing a lot of momentum in your favor, and I just kind of took the opportunity away straight away. Pangoro is Scary Sauce right here, and definitely not something I want to be staying in on, especially after the special attack drop. So we switch out into Jonas Ego because we have the type advantage in the form of our Bug against his Dark typing, but his Fighting typing obviously has a huge advantage over us. Had this been Gen 5, we would have resisted the shit out of that hit. But unfortunately it's not, so we didn't. We can take another crunch though. We cannot take another crunch. That was my thinking at the time. I thought somehow, for some reason, that we could take another crunch. But we couldn't. And I send this guy in because obviously we're going to outspeed and the close combat will destroy souls. Kuma, the Pangoro, great name by the way. I love Tekken. Do you guys love Tekken? Fucking hate playing it online. I hate playing Tekken online, guys, because it's the most infuriating thing ever. Ooh, let's all crouch down and kick people's ankles with King until they die, or spam eye lasers of death. But yeah, Tekken's amazing, so great nickname. But it is not the bulkiest thing in the world. Toxicroak could be a problem, especially with knockoff, and I'm not confident that we can take it down in one hit without obviously being able to use Psycho Cut, which we can't right now. But Thundarja can take whatever this thing wants to do pretty well, to be honest. Even if it went for a Rock-type move, it's not going to do much. It's not a stab. It might be super effective, but it's not a stab. And Thundarja will take it for days, and with the Roost as well. Good times. Thundarja is also a great switch-in because it has Heat Wave, and a lot of Toxicroaks run Dry Skin. So the Heat Wave would have been an optimal choice to use right here. As you can see, we went for the Heat Wave. Unfortunately, he switched in what I presume to be a specially defensive wall with Glaceon and takes a huge chunk of damage. Now, there is absolutely no drawback in us going for another Heat Wave. None at all, right? I don't see one. Do you see one? I don't see one. I love Heat Wave on Zapdos. A lot of people, for some reason, still don't expect it to be carrying it. It's a really good coverage move, in my opinion. So yeah, he stays in because he doesn't want to take a Heat Wave with anything else, and Glaceon goes down, which is great, because Glaceon's typing, well, its Ice type could have done some serious damage to both of our OU Pokemon at the very least, and it's got a decent special defense as well, and I assume that the thing was probably Assault Vest. But then again, maybe not. Maybe not. Assuming things with Josh is futile. The guy runs crazy sets, and I love it. Yeah, so as you can see, that Rock Slide did about, what, a third damage? About a third. And this Heat Wave, oh, Frage does not like the heat. But he takes it really well. He actually takes it really well. But in a 1v1, even with the super effective Rock-type move, we are going to win this war. We are definitely going to win this war. So unfortunately for Josh, it's going to be GG for the Toxicroak soon. Oh, upset of the century. We get flinched. Psych! We get flinched. Yeah, so as you can see, Thundarja is not going to be able to stay on Toxicroak. But y'all thought that he was going to. No, he cannot stay on it. But now we do have a nice, I presume, safe switch in to Guyver because I thought he would not risk wanting to go for another move in case Zapdos stayed in. So he went for a nice safe Rock Slide, which of course Guyver can eat up. Now it is at this point that I realised that this thing is scarfed. It is scarfed and locked into Rock Slide. He was I think the idea here is outspeed, go for flinches because it's scarfed. But on the turn he doesn't get the flinch. Shazam! It goes down. Really great set. You do not see Scarf Toxicroak. That is not a common thing at all. So I really enjoyed that battle. Although it didn't take all of my Pokemon, and although I think it was 5-0 in the end, it was still a great battle because you saw things and plays were made that you wouldn't expect, and that is one of the great things about Josh. I mean, normally the battles are a lot tighter with him. I mean, I don't know, I was just really lucky and I made some semi-decent predictions, I guess, in that battle, but for the most part, battling this guy is insanely hard. You cannot predict him. I mean, I had no idea that Toxicroak was scarfed until it outsped my Scarfer. Yeah, so that sort of thing, for instance. This guy is going to be starting a YouTube channel probably sometime in the next couple of months. He's going to be doing Pokemon, I presume some Smash. I am going to guarantee, I bet you he goes for Borderlands as well. I guarantee you he plays Borderlands on his channel as well. Excuse me, pro burp. What is wrong with all the burps today? So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle. I hope you enjoyed the teams. If there's anything you'd like to comment about either of the teams, just let us know. You know, I'm sure Josh will see them as well. He'll probably check the video at some point. And he'll probably check out the comments to see, you know, if anybody thought anything of his team. Because I thought it was really good. You know, I thought it was really good, and it was just... There was just some unfortunateness that meant that it was a lot quicker than it should have been. But I really enjoyed the battle. I hope you guys did too. Let me know why you did or didn't down below. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Stay Scizorsome, and I love you. Bye.